Hello and welcome back to another Dare to Game video. Today we're playing Kingdom Come Deliverance and we're doing another weapon guide. Today it's for the maces. We're going to be doing the top 5 best maces, and this is an update over a video I made a long time ago with some corrections to it, this one being far more accurate, and I will also show the exact locations or tell you the methods for how to get each of these maces. So, fairly simple process. I've already done this for long swords if you're interested in that video, but yeah, let's just dive on in and start off with number 5. And at number 5 we have the Bailiff's mace, which you can see equipped on my hip here. It's a very stylish weapon. It says, a bailiff's mace, an instrument of justice capable of meting it out. Its heavy ornamented head demands respect, both on the battlefield and off of it. Minimum strength to use it is 10, stab damage of 2, slash damage of 2, and a blunt damage of 61, defense of 30, and charisma 14, durability of 55. So, the blunt damage of 61 is actually the highest blunt damage for any weapon in the game. And so I used to consider the Bailiff's mace to be the best mace because we had the highest blunt damage. That being said, one thing about maces, a nuance that I find myself using more and more, is the stab attack for it, because it has such a quick little jab. You can actually deal a decent amount of damage stabbing with bludgeon type weapons. So it's nice to have some stab damage, and this one does not have any. But yeah, that is the stats for the Bailiff's mace. As far as how to get the Bailiff's mace, it can obviously be looted and found on various enemies throughout the game, but I can tell you of 3 set ways to get it in the game. The first one is as a reward from Treasure Map 9, which I will show you how to find that chest now. Outside of that, Sir Divish will give you one as a sign of your office during From the Ashes. So if you do the From the Ashes DLC, once you have rebuilt the village and become Bailiff, he will give you one because you're the Bailiff now. And the third and final set way to get your hands on the Bailiff's mace, other than just, killing someone and taking it off their body, is to win the Rete tournament 9 times. So the 9th time you win the tournament, you will be rewarded with the Bailiff's mace. Those are the only 3 that I know of for sure. Set ways to get it. You might find it on a Bailiff across the map. I can't off the top of my head think of one. It's possible the Rete Bailiff has it. And I know that you can loot it off high-level bandits when you come across them, if you can defeat them. But those 3 ways are the 3 set ways. So that is number 5. Let's move on to the number 4th best bludgeon in the game. At number 4, we have the Ceremonial mace, another one that I used to consider in the top 2 best bludgeons in the game, and one that I still find very good and I use all the time. This one has, it says, a ceremonial mace is a symbol of military status, which is not to say that it's a mere fashion accessory. It serves just as well as a weapon, and the heavy head can put serious dents in an opponent's armor or head. Minimum strength to use this one is 13, stab damage is 3, so slightly higher. Slash damage is also 3, so both of those are 1 point higher than the Bailiff's mace, and blunt damage is 61, so also very high for blunt damage. So the Ceremonial mace and the Bailiff's mace, I used to just look at them and consider the Bailiff's mace to be better, and that's what I said in my original video. That of course is wrong. The Ceremonial mace is just better in every way. It has the same blunt damage, but an extra point to stab and slash, higher durability, it has 43 for defense, 17 for charisma. Overall, it's just an upgraded version of the Bailiff's mace. So it makes perfect sense to go for this one. As for the Ceremonial mace, there's one really easy and reliable way to get it, which I'll show you. But other than that, you can find this one rarely, not very common, but you can find it on high-level bandits and guards when they're fighting during skirmishes. Other than that, it is a reward for both the 8th and 21st victory in the Rete tournament. So either win the tournament 8 times, or if you've already gone around the horn, win it 21 times and you'll get it, and you can purchase it. So if you want to purchase it, you come here to the Rete Swordsmith, which also, I forgot, also sells the Bailiff's mace. You can see both of them back here. Here's the Bailiff's mace, and here's the Ceremonial mace. So if you want, you can run in here and just quickly steal it and then run away. Go hide it in your chest and come back and either go to jail or pay your fine. Either way, it will be cheaper than buying it, so you can do that, or you can buy it from him. So you can see the Bailiff's mace is for sale for 1.4k groschen from him. The Ceremonial mace price is 2.9k groschen, so you can buy it from him, or if you wait until, or like I said, you can run in and steal it and run away, or if you wait until nighttime, you can go through the process of stealing it from back here, as long as you can pick very hard locked things. You can't do it during the day, but at nighttime, you'll be able to open up one of these. I think it's this one here, and inside you'll be able to steal it. Then once you've stolen it, you can take it back to Miller Peshek, put it in his chest, and buy it back from him, and then steal your money back. I know that sounds like a lot of steps, but basically, it means that you can get it for free. So you can either purchase it here at the Swordsmith, or steal it from him in one of two different ways. So that is the fourth best bludgeon in the game. The third best one is the Raven's Beak, and it says an ornamented warhammer known as a Raven's Beak. For its ability to pierce armor, it's forged in one solid piece, so it can take a lot of rough treatment. Minimum strength to use this one is 13, stab damage is 14, slash damage is 3, and blunt damage is 55, defense is 43, charisma 17, and durability is 65. So over the Ceremonial and Bailiff's mace, we have significantly higher stab damage, and the stab and blunt averages out to be higher than both of those two maces. So I consider the Raven's Beak to be a better weapon than either of them. So as far as getting this one goes, there is unfortunately, at least to the best of my knowledge, no set location to get it. I don't think you can get it from any of the treasure chests. If you want to double check me on that, I have a video showing all of the rewards for all of the treasure chests. You could very easily check that out and see, because if it's available in one of those, I'll show it in that video. But I know that it can be looted from a lot of heavily armed bandits, especially in and around the Skalitz region. If you're in the mission, The Die is Cast, or anytime after the Payback mission, you can loot it from Eric's tent, which would be found in Franna Killfort, so up here, you'd be able to get it. One of the bandits during the Die is Cast mission in the lower section of the camp will be carrying it, and you can kill him. Or, if you just want to do the Rete tournament style, you can win that 17 times, and it will be the reward for the 17th Rete tournament. I wish I could show a spot where you could buy it, or a really easy, like I said, treasure location where you can find it, but to the best of my knowledge, I don't think it was a treasure award. I'll quick check while editing this video, and if it is, I'll put it in now. But that's the third best bludgeon. Our number 2 weapon, the runner-up on this list, is the heavy warhammer with a space between war and hammer. This one says a heavy metal-plated weapon for strong warriors with a universal head featuring a spike for penetration and a blade for slashing the enemy. Its weight guarantees effectiveness against armored enemies, but only in the hands of a skilled swordsman. Minimum strength to use this one is 10, stab damage is 13, slash damage is 3, and blunt damage is 57. Defense is only 36, charisma is 13, and durability is 45. So a very, very solid weapon. Excellent if you're a little bit more skilled with it. It's nice to have that big stab damage boost, and of course, still very high blunt damage. Overall, very, very good weapon. As far as getting this one, it's super common. This one can be found on lots of guards, lots of bandits, all over the place. You know, in the main towns, the ones in, I believe at least one of the bandits in Pribyslavitz has it up in the upper camp, and it's very common to find it on roaming bands of bandits in the various skirmishes all over. Unfortunately, I don't know of a place where you can for sure loot it, steal it, or buy it. I just know that it is very, very common to pick it up on people all over the place. So that is number 2. I wish I had a set location for it, but I'm not a magic man. Let's move on to number 1. And finally, at our number 1 best one, we have the heavy warhammer, just the one with no space between war and hammer. This has a fully metal-plated warhammer that no armor can stop, and which, in the hands of a strong warrior, demands respect on the battlefield and in times of peace. Minimum strength to use it is 10. It has a stab damage of 25, slash damage of 2, and blunt damage of 54, defense of 38, charisma of 11, and durability of 50. So a very, very good weapon. Excellent for damage output. Very good at both slashing through that blunt damage and, of course, also stabbing. So just overall, an extremely effective weapon. As far as how you can get this one, it's one of the rewards from Ancient Treasure Map 4, which I'll show you now. and it can also be looted and stolen from many high-level, heavily armored bandits and guards. It is also the reward for winning the Rete tourney 10 times, and there is a Rete guard wandering around that has it equipped. I believe he is a daytime guard. I'll find him quick, if I can. It's one of the ones that's wearing an outfit that looks like this. He'll have the yellow plate jack, but obviously it's not this one because he has a sword equipped. Well, I could not find him. I went around and looked around, but like I said, I did show you a treasure map location for it, so that should be good enough, and it's also fairly common as far as maces in the game go. Like I said, there's one that looks, he's got a outfit similar to that one I showed you, and also Nightingale. He looks like both of them outfit-wise, but he's carrying this mace. So that is it for the top 5 best maces. Hopefully this guide was at least somewhat useful to you, or maybe even just a little bit entertaining. But that's all for today. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you liked this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.